Hi, it's Jessie from Nigezza.co.uk. I thought I'd do a personal introduction to this video for this cute box. So it's a box, it slides open, and it's one of those large tea lights from IKEA, and it fits really snugly. You could also use it as a gift box for anything else. They smell divine, so I have left the top of the box open so that the smell can come through, and this is the dye from Tropical Chic, but you could equally fill it in. So I have got a little piece there of lemon lime twist to show you what it would look like if you put a piece of cardstock behind it. Okay, and I thought I'd come on face to face because we've got 1 month left to celebration, and I'm sure you don't want to miss out on the wonderful free goodies that you can get. And there are new things being added from the current annual catalogue, so some great bargains to be had. If you click down below after this video and go over to my blog, you'll be able to see it, and you'll also have details of the new joining offer that again only runs to the end of the month, and that is usual £99, get £170 worth of product, which is the best I think we've ever had. But if you want the tote, which you can just see there, product placement that is, so they say, so for £125 you'll get the £170 worth of product, plus you get that. It's fabulous, fabulous, and you get to join my team. Who wouldn't want to join my team? Okay, so anyway, carry on and see how I made this lovely box. Okay, so you can make this box out of one sheet of standard card size, whether you're using 8.5 by 11 or A4 in the UK. So for the base of the box you need a piece that's 8 by 8, and then for the belly band you need a piece that's 3 inches by 8.25. I just used our width of A4. It would work with 8.5 as well. I think you would just have just a little bit of extra overlap. So to make the bottom of the box, you're going to score at 3/8, 1 1/4, 1 5/8, 2 1/2, 5 1/2. You could just turn this around and do the same. We'll do that actually. 3 3/8. Sorry, 3/8. 3 3/8. 1 1/4. 1 5/8. 2 1/2. 1 3/8. Just 3/8. Ignore what I'm saying. All the measurements will be on my blog. 1 1/4. 1 5/8. 2 1/2. And then lastly 3/8. 1 1/4. 1 5/8. 2 1/2. And then you want to score on 2 opposite sides, just down to the second score line. You want to score at 2 7/8 and at 5 1/8. This one should be at 2. I've done this score line wrong. Should be at 2 1/2. Done it right on all the others. So let's just go down there to get that flat. That will be fine. So that one should have been 2 1/2. So that's right, at 2 7/8 and at 5 1/8. Flip it round, 2 7/8, 5 1/8. we go. And then for the belly band, you're going to score at 3 1/16. We need a scoreboard for this because it's got a 16th in it. So we're going to score put it at 8, and we're going to score at 8. We're going to score at 7 1/16. So I'm measuring that side. We're going to score at 4. So move that to 4. And we're going to score at 3 1/16. I'm going to fold and burnish all of these score lines. And this gives us, so we've got the join right on the edge of the box, so it's not in the middle of the side. So if you've got American size and you're 8.5, you'll have a 1/2 inch there, which would probably be slightly better than what we've got. So that's going to be your base of your box, and I say so the join is right on the side, just makes it look pretty. That is going to be our top, and that's what we're going to use to cut out this square from Tropical Chic. So that just gets lined up there. If you've got magnetic plate, it will hold it in place. If you haven't, then I'd put a little bit of tape on it to make sure that it stays in place, that you've got there with a nice little border all the way around. So I'll run that through the big shot. But before I do that, I may as well do this with you. So we've got lots and lots of score lines that need to be folded and burnished, and I might speed it up whilst I go through and do all this. So that's them all scored. I'm going to use my big scissors, because what you're going to do is you're going to cut these squares on each corner out. So we're just going to cut down the inside of the score line. On each of the 4 corners. There we go, don't need those now. And then I'm going to swap to my little scissors, and then where we've done that score line there, we're going to cut down, and then we're going to cut diagonally across to the other score line. So you cut down where you've done that score line just to the second score line there, and then you cut diagonally across to that score line, and that gives us our lovely mitered neat edges. There we go. And then what you're going to do is you're going to put glue on the outside edges of all of these. So that's what your cutout will look like. You're going to glue these edges, they're going to fold down, and then on the inside you want to put some glue across these. You can use red liner tape, you can use fast fuse, you can use wet glue. I can't remember what I used in practice. I'm just going to use some Tombow because it's next to me. I'll actually put these long ends in first. So put these long ends in first, so you can fold it so that you're folding on the second score line, and then just fold directly over, and then that should be in the right place. It'll be nicely exactly where you want it. So fold it so that edge is on that score line, and then fold it over again, and that should be in the right place for there. Glue on that side. We'll do one side at a time. So we've got glue on the outside there. We want some glue across this diagonal bit because that's what's going to stick on there. This is a bit more difficult to do, so you want to get that on there and fold it up because you're gluing there. Hold it in place. Tombow's fairly quick drying, so it should take very quickly. So I'll put our glue on the outside there, glue across there, and then you want that end to butt up right to the back edge of the box. Hold that in place, and you've got a nice looking posh box. Got your extra large tea light candle from IKEA, slots in there perfectly, smells divine. So I'll just die cut the top and come back to you. So there, I've run that through my big shot, just comes out nicely. Those bits fall out a dream, and then I'll just put that around my box. Just to check it's the right size. Putting a bit of glue down the edge here. So that this sticks together. It is about a slight 16th bigger, which gives you the room you need for slipping it on and off this. So I've built an extra 16th into it for ease of opening. The first one I made it a 16th less, and it was really difficult to get it on and off. So that's it. That's my cute little box, one sheet of standard cardstock, a bit of scoring and a die. What a lovely, lovely gift. Wonderful for thank yous for customers. Just a little gift maybe to go with a gift card or something, or if you were giving money and you actually wanted to physically give something, or just a pretty box that you would put some jewellery in. which you could do. You could back it with a different colour. If you had some, I'm just sort of looking on my desk to see if I've got a bit of white cardstock, which I don't have, to show what it might look like if you put something coloured behind. There we go. You could back it if you wanted to with another colour. I've chosen to have it so that it's open because it's a smelly candle, but there'll be nothing to stop you putting a contrasting colour behind. Actually, I quite like that. That's quite cute, really, isn't it? Ooh, or not, whichever, because that smells lovely. Okay, all the details will be on my blog, nigezza.co.uk. Please like and subscribe, sign up for my newsletter, get all the news, visit my shop. Enjoy. See you again soon.